next interview in our Get to Know Your City series is with Assistant Director Matt Colston at the Rogers Animal Shelter. We're here today with Matt Colston, who is the Assistant Director of the Animal Shelter. What happens if a dog or a cat is dropped off here?
If we take in an animal, dog or cat, the first thing that we do is we scan it for a microchip to see if it has any ID on it. If it doesn't have one on the collar or anything, or have any identifiable ID on its collar or any other part of its body, we'll scan it for a microchip. If it has a microchip, then we call the microchip company. They should give us the owner information and we'll get the animal back. If there's nothing like that, then the animal will come in here. We'll give it, depending on its age, we'll give it a parvo distemper vaccine or a feline distemper vaccine. We'll put it on dewormer and we hold it for 6 days. Then on the 7th day, the animal comes available for adoption.
Oh, okay. What do you have to do on a daily basis to take care of the animals?
Well, our kennel attendants, they go through, the first thing in the morning is they'll print off a medication list. If there's any animals that are on medications, they'll go ahead and start medicating them. Then they'll go through and it's just cleaning. About 90% of the day for those guys is cleaning and making sure, especially right now, we have so many dogs. That takes up the most of their time is cleaning, feeding, making sure they're taken care of. If there's any afternoon medications they have to give, they'll give that. And then just making sure that the animals are taken care of and as happy as we can make them.
Good. How much food do you go through every day?
It's kind of hard to quantify, but I will tell you that probably I would say about 150 to 200 pounds of like dog food in a day. Cats, it's not so much. Cats don't eat as much.
And it depends upon how many dogs you have and if they're big dogs or little dogs.
And that's the other thing. Yeah. We got a lot of big dogs right now. So that's a lot of food. So we're either taking in donations throughout the week for dog food or we're having to go and buy the dog food.
Do you ever get any other animals besides dogs or cats?
You know, we used to. We don't anymore. We keep it strictly with dogs and cats.
What is the best thing that you guys do here? I mean, that you enjoy the most about it?
Well, that's adoptions. I mean, obviously interacting with the dogs is, or any of the animals is fantastic. We get to learn their different personalities, their different quirks and things like that. But when you see, especially a dog or a cat that has been here a long time and they get adopted, that's a great thing. And we are really happy when that happens.
Okay, so who comes up with the names?
It kind of varies. Sometimes it's a person, like if it's an animal control officer, when they bring the animal in, they'll name it. But we all have different names that we go with. Sometimes the kennel attendants will name it. Sometimes I'll name them. Sometimes the animal control officer or the admin assistant will name them. If it's kind of a little bit of a different name, like I named a dog Snartlepiffer one time out of a comic, old Bloom County comic. The animal control officers both about the same age and they like comic books and stuff like that. So they'll named the cat Peter Parker. Another one named him after Pokemon characters.
Okay, so what's your one tip for a new pet owner?
We have what we call the 3-3 rule, which is 3 days for the animal to get settled in. 3 weeks for the animal to feel like it's starting to, kind of learn the ropes and what's going on with the family and the household. And 3 months before they really start to feel like they're part of a pack. And that's just, give it time. They're going to be learning you. You're going to be learning them. It's always important that when you bring them into the home that you kind of established, it's hard to, like rules. I don't want to say something like that, but that you establish that, you're the leader of the pack, but at the same time, the animal can feel safe. And if you do that, go by the 3-3-3 rule, you'll have a successful transition into your home.
If you have pets in your home and you want to adopt another one, can you bring your pets in to meet that? You
actually have to if you adopt from us. Okay. We require that. So if you already have dogs in the home and you're thinking about adopting another dog, you have to bring your dogs in to meet. We'd hate for something to happen when you brought it home and something catastrophic happen, a fight break out. Dogs can get hurt. People can get hurt in a situation like that. So we require that if you already have dogs in the home, before we'll approve the adoption, they have to meet your dog.
That's great. That's great. And what about volunteering? Can people come and volunteer here?
Absolutely. The biggest thing that people will do, like if they come and volunteer, is socialize with the animals. I mean, that's so important. It actually helps us learn their personalities because they'll be able to, they don't have all the other chores that have to be done. They don't have to clean up after them or anything. All they have to do is come in, walk the dog, spend time with it, or go play with the cats and spend time with them. And so when they do that, they are actually learning facets of of that animal's personality that we may not see, just because we're going throughout the day doing our stuff. And it helps us then to figure out, okay, this dog, really, something as simple as really likes to play, fetch. It likes to play with toys. This dog is excellent on a leash. This dog, we've had a couple dogs here. We're like, well, we don't know, they've never met children before or anything. So we'll have some teenagers come in, people that are a little bit younger, maybe not child, because they have to be a certain age before they'll allow them to walk a dog without their parents being right there with them. But that will help us figure out, okay, this dog is really good with young people, or it really likes young people, or it has a lot of energy, and it may not be good for a family with really young children, or if you have somebody that's limited mobility, it may not be the best choice for them.
Okay. And you do take donations for dog food?
We will. We'll take anything we can get. Dog food, cat food. Our two biggest things are dog food and cat litter right now. Those are the things we're going through the most as far as the animals go. It's funny. We get a lot. We'll get a mixture of donations from like certain places like the Harps Distribution Center. It's usually a good mix of dog food and cat food, but the cats don't eat as much as the dogs. So we always seem to have a surplus of cat food. But obviously when we're going through 150, 200 pounds of dog food a day, we're going through a lot of dog food.
And you take monetary donations?
Absolutely, also? We do. Yeah, we certainly do. Blankets, cleaning supplies, anything you want to give us, we'll take.
Can we take a tour?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll take you around and show you guys what the place is like. So we have these first 4 kennels out here. If we have dogs that have been in the shelter a long time, they're oversized dogs, they don't do well in these kennels, we'll move them out here. We have these 4 kennels. You go behind this building and the building behind us in the far back of the property, we have another outdoor enclosure with some kennels. And then around this building, we have 50 kennels. That's where we house the majority of our dogs. Now, as we go along here, guys, you're going to see them. They're going to bark. A lot of them will seem like they're being aggressive. We don't have any overtly aggressive dogs. A lot of that is what they call kennel aggression or fence aggression. The moment you get them out, they're fine, but you'll see a lot of them who are not that way at all. They'll just try to get your attention.
Yeah. Oh, you poor baby. Oh, look at you. Oh, sorry. Oh.
We had to give these two a little bit more extra tender love and care.
Well, I really appreciate your time today.
Not a problem.
Is there any piece of wisdom you want to give us as far as animals go?
The thing is, these guys are a lifelong commitment, and it may not be a lifelong commitment for us, but it's a lifelong commitment for them. So if you're going to adopt, whether it's adopt, shop, rescue, get an animal from a rescue, make sure that you're ready for that commitment. Make sure that this is something that you're ready to commit to, because for them, that could be anywhere from a solid 13 to 15 years.
Right.
And you need to make sure that you're giving them a good home. And
yes. Who can resist that face? Yeah, you're a sweetie. Well, thank you again.
You're welcome.
So many fur babies. I wanted to bring so many of them home with me. And the puppies, they were so cute. Be sure and go to the city's website and check out information about volunteering, adopting, donating, and any of the other animal shelter's upcoming events.